I sleep in my car. I have a sleeping bag. I put on layers of socks. I put on layers of pants, tights, and sweatpants on top. I layer up on shirts. Like, I'm trying really hard to help myself, but when you can't get your head above water, when you have so much debt piled up and you're starting from the beginning, and I'm also dealing with domestic violence, so it's just, I have a lot going on. It's a very complicated situation, but I live in my car. I get a sleeping bag, and luckily it gave me a very good sleeping bag, and it's one of those ones that go like to -20, and it's kept me warm. I cuddle up, I got a pillow, it has like a hood on it, and I cuddle up and I sleep in my car. It's just sometimes a little bit more vulnerable being a single woman. As bad as it is right now, I would say maybe 3 months, as bad as it is now, but I've been chronically homeless for like 3 years. But I've been blessed to be kind of like institutionalized. Like, I started off in a rehab, and then from a rehab I went to a halfway house, and then I went to a recovery house.
Week by week, what are you doing to kind of find your way out of this?
I do work. I'm one of those. I work part-time, but they only start off at like 13 something an hour. Like, but they only hire for, so I really only work 15 hours a week, but that's something better than nothing. But right now, because I've had to overdraw my account so much, even if I did, when they did enter a check, it would all be gone because the bank would take it as soon as it goes in. So my next check is a zero check. My car was broke for 3 days, and I called off each day that my car was broke, and I made sure I had somebody to replace my shift. And I went in the next Saturday. I went in Saturday, normal day, my schedule. I just called off 3 days and my car is broke, but I always had somebody to cover my shift. And they're like, why are you here? Look at the schedule. You're not on it. They crossed me off for every day. She said she gave away all my hours for that week. I begged her and explained to her my situation, which I don't have to explain much. I try to take care of myself, and I don't ever want people to look at me and think, like, is she homeless? Like, I try my hardest to take care of myself and be presentable, because people are very judgmental. And when I go in to fill out for an application or a job, they do look at what you have on. Like, my friend helped me get my car back when it got broken and it got towed, all types of stuff. Because they said the last thing they want to see me in is a tent. Like, that's the most unsafe environment for me to be in by myself, is the tent somewhere in the woods. But if I didn't have that car, which anything could happen, that's where I would be at. There's no other option unless it's the code blue, and then I'd have to find a way to get there. I've had a job. You see what happened, and that gave me 2 weeks with no pay. So I had to overdraft my account. Now, I went into the job. They're going to add me back to the schedule, but that check don't count, because as soon as that goes into my bank account, that's gone. So I have nothing for the next month. Like, I still need another job, and I'm not giving up. Like,
Do you look for work?
yeah, it's hard though, because I'm in recovery. I had a year clean on the 22nd.
Congratulations.
Thank you, but I have a history, and a part of my history is a lot of like retail thefts and drug charges, and people don't want to hire you when you've been through that. I even applied for the McDonald's in Bristol, down by where the Super Walmart is, and they sent me a denial letter because of my history. Like, even places like McDonald's wouldn't hire me, and I'm a very hireable. Like, I'm good now, I'm trustworthy, I work with money, I'm a cash register, I do recovery.
But what do you think people who are in government or at a higher level, if they looked at your situation, what could they do to give you a chance?
You actually have to do it. There's nothing you can do but do it. When you're in recovery, you get a new group of people in your life. You get a new support system. They could try to talk to people that are in your life now to try to speak up for you and tell, instead of looking for contacts 5 years ago, look for people that are currently in their life now and that will tell you how they're doing.